Hi, everybody. Diane, Healing Bodies, Healing Souls. And I wanted you to ask yourself a couple questions. So when you're alone, when there's not much going on, and your mind is just being itself, is your mind in a positive or negative? Now, I know most people tend to dwell, find things to worry about, possibly not even like their life. So they hang out more in the negative and they wonder why negative continues to show up. And now we know. We're not here to worry about everything, especially about other people. Let adults take care of themselves. Show up being mindful of self. Focus on what you want, where you want to go, and see it happening in a positive light. So what I'd like to ask you to do today that would serve you is to pay attention to your mind. Shift it, change it. Create stories in your mind that you are entertaining that will get you where you want to go. I remember years back, a friend of mine was taking a real estate class or a test. She's like, I'm so worried I'm not going to pass it. And she didn't. Because what you worry about manifests. What you dream about manifests. So much of what's going on, it's not anybody else's problem. It is your reality of truth. So look for positive things today. Positive creates positive, negative creates negative. We're starting to understand that now. What I'd like for you to understand is how powerful your mind, your energy is. And when you turn it into positive so it can work for you, you're going to be blown away. That's manifestation in its finest. Can you do a better job? Probably. Will it take a new you to become better and better and better each and every day? Yeah. Will you do it for yourself? And in order to do it a little bit easier, a little bit simpler, maybe you want to believe in yourself more, maybe trust the universe more, maybe like who you are, maybe create dreams and stories into your future that are much larger because you put time and energy and words into it, much larger than the negative stories. I'm a betting kind of gal, and in Vegas, if I was talking to somebody and they had more time, more space, more stories for negative, less time, less space for positive, I'm going to bet that they're going to have negative outcomes. So it's time to show up for yourself, kind of grow up and take responsibility. And if you need help, well, hello, I'm here. This is what I do. I hope you start to question why you are that way so that you can heal, shift, change, and move away from it so that you can show up in the space of more light and love, looking and seeing for new adventures because they're here. You're just not paying attention to that vibration. You're paying attention to the old negative vibration. I really hope that the majority of humans start to take personal responsibility of self, and our world would change. So take responsibility, people. You create your reality. Nobody else does. And you live in the same time frame that I'm living in. You're living in the same energy of this universe. And there's a lot of people that are successful. And then there's a lot that are not. And I love hanging out with the successful ones because they're starting to get it. It's going to be simple once it becomes simple. And you're worth it. It really doesn't matter how much I charge or what we have to do to get from where you are to where you want to be. It's a belief system that you can. It's an understanding that that's really what you're here for. And it's a desire to be more. So think about this. Reach out, free consultations. I make it so damn easy that you really have a hard time convincing yourself that you shouldn't sign up. And that would be the old self. The new self would be quite hungry to get some new knowledge and wisdom, so that the new self, the positive self, will have more room in your life to show up. So again, thank you. I'm Diane at Healing Bodies, Healing Souls.